Hey guys, I just wanted to show you this new feature we have. It's very, very cool. This is the integrated download system. So to access this, you just need to sign into your account right here. If you're not signed in yet, this will have a name and password field you can fill out. And then when you're signed in, it'll show your name, and then you can go through here and just select whatever you want. And when you press the install button, it'll download it and install, and it'll just appear right there in your project, ready to use. So we have over 2,000 PBR materials ready to use. Let's see, how many pages is this? Yeah, 96 pages of PBR materials. I think that should be, that'll be enough, I think. And then we have some 3D models. Still deciding, like, what kind of content should go in here and how we want to fill this out, but these all install too. They're all ready to use. There it is. We also have search implemented here, so let's sand, mud. So you can just search for whatever you want. This is very cool. This is all built with the Envision Power Board, Envision Community software. So it's mostly known as a forum, but it's also has blogs, an image gallery, support for downloads like this. This is the download system for basically for users to upload their own files, and a bunch of other features. It's very, very powerful stuff, very powerful software. And I was able to create all of this using Envision Community. And then so that's the web backend basically, and then all of this is written in C++. I'm not using any HTML at all for this. This is all just C++, but I feel like it's given me a better understanding of like how web browsers are designed. You'll notice when I go through the pages here, it's pretty fast. And I implemented some caching of the results, both locally and on the server. But yeah, you go through here, and this loads pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy with the speed. This is mostly asynchronous. You don't actually have to make things totally non-blocking. Like when I press the install button here, it is going to pause for a second. It doesn't actually. What I learned is things don't have to be totally 100% non-blocking. You just have to. What's really critical is when the user clicks on something, there needs to be a visual response immediately, or else the whole application feels sluggish. And so, when you are designing that way, it really changes the way that you fetch data. Like initially, the way that I initially designed this is it would fetch like a very minimal amount of data when you were going through page to page, and then there would be another fetch when you click on something and it appears here, but that created a delay, like right that minute, and that was really an unpleasant user experience. It just felt wrong. So now it's like I'm fetching all the data for every file, still the minimum amount, but I'm just pre-fetching it for every file, and then that way when you click on something, it just immediately pops up. The image loading, that's asynchronous. If it's not, it stores it locally on the hard drive. You can see it's very fast. But if it's not there already, then it doesn't pause the application. So it was a really interesting project. I'm not a web developer, and doing this kind of stuff is a little bit different from what I normally do. But it's a lot of fun, and I think you're really going to enjoy using this. I know Earlier we had something like this using the ambient CG web API, and I ended up using that quite a lot because it was just so convenient. And this is the replacement for this. This does a lot more than just materials, and it's not just ambient CG stuff. So I think this is really great, and I hope you enjoy using it.